Hello, my name is Jimmy, and this is the 2023 Toyota Tacoma Nightshade, based off of the limited edition, which we actually can't get by itself here in Canada. The Nightshade is basically the utmost trim in terms of luxury, if you can call it that, because it is a Tacoma. A Tacoma and luxury just doesn't go together, especially in 2023 when we get such amazing offerings from other manufacturers. But honestly, that doesn't matter, because the people that's going to be buying this Tacoma loves it because it's reliable, it's indestructible, and it's actually quite configurable. Because if you're not a big fan of this trim, there's plenty more offerings for you to choose from. Here in Canada, we only get the V6, but you can get a 4-cylinder in other countries. If you don't like this full-on cab, well, you can get the access cab. If you want a bigger bed, you can get that. The Tacoma gives you options, and that's one of the best parts about it. Many other manufacturers don't give you that. But let me tell you everything that you need to know about this Tacoma, starting with the looks. On the front end, ever since 2020, we got these restyled LED headlamps and the LED fog lamps down below. Moving to the side here, we get blacked out 18-inch wheels, obviously. We got the blacked out mirror cabs, blacked out door handles, which you get proximity door locks on the front doors, but sadly, not on the rear. You do get a side step here. In the information sheet that I got, it looks like it is included, but from the website, it says it's not, so not too sure about that. You can let me know in the comment section down below. But what I do know is it only comes in this one style, so the double cab with the 5-foot bed. You can get the access cab as well as a 6-foot bed on other trims, but on this limited Nightshade, from what I see on Toyota Canada's website, only in this sizing. I mean, the overall truck looks exactly the same as it did back in 2016 when it first introduced. I mean, sure, there's subtle differences, LED headlamps and stuff like that, but it's still a Tacoma through and through, and that's what we love about it. On the back here, we do get the damped tailgate, which is nice. This is a composite bed system rather than a spray-in bed liner, which some prefer, but I mean, these are, well, they've been out on the road for a very long time, so I would assume that it's actually very, very sturdy. So you shouldn't have any problems with it. You do get some LED lighting on the side, as well as a 120-volt outlet on the side. Let's check out the interior. All right, the back seats of the Tacoma. I'm 5'11", as you can see, I'm right on the headliner, and my knees are right against the front seat adjusted to me. So definitely not the most spacious back here. There's no air conditioning vents, there's no heated seats, not even USB charge points. But I do get, well, bottle holders, not cup holders, because it says capped bottles only on here. Because if you have just an open cup, can, I don't know, whatever else you want to put in here, it's probably going to spill. But that's okay, because it's reliable. There's no fiddly, like, move out type bottle holders. This is reliable. And that's what it's all about. It's a Tacoma. If you are going to be carrying little ones back here, you'll be happy to know I am a child passenger safety technician, which means I passed a test to make sure that I can install these child seats safely. On the driver's side here, this is a Kleck Ling, an infant car seat. As you can see, it does fit in here. However, it is quite tight squeezing that child seat in here. And I'm 5'11", sitting in front of this child seat. While it is possible, just quite tight. On the passenger side, here's a Kleck 5. This is a rear-facing child seat. It does fit, however, once again, very, very tight cabin. And me, in front of that child seat, I can fit, but definitely not the most comfortable. There's 2 sets of lower anchors, one on the driver's side and one on the passenger side, and there are 3 upper anchors behind the bench. And for those times you're not carrying children and you want to use your Tacoma for some, well, other things to carry, well, the back seats, you can fold this up and then this comes down, but you do have to press this to come out and then leave the headrests out, and then you get a flat surface. And of course you can do that with the other seat here as well. Then you can put all your stuff down whenever you have here, which is nice. And this is also where you get your upper anchors, which is actually pretty handy to get access to. But yeah, definitely not the most spacious back here. Let's move up to the front seats. All right, the front seats of the Tacoma. That said, I'm 5'11", and as you can see, I'm like against the headliner here, or just the side of it because I do have a sunroof. It's once again, not the most spacious, but that's, well, the design of the Tacoma itself. This architecture that it's built on, it doesn't have the most space, but that's okay. The seats themselves are actually really nice. They hold me in quite well, and they are heated with 3 positions. But no cool seats in here, and you also don't get a heated steering wheel. This steering wheel is largely unchanged since its introduction in 2016. You get a lot of physical buttons, which is nice, and you get the little joystick cruise control, which is old school Toyota, which I absolutely love. And behind that, you just got traditional dials. In the middle, yes, you do get a little screen and it shows you your trip, but it's just the bare necessities there. And you have a digital readout of your speed because you don't get a heads-up display. That's really all you get. In the center, you do get your infotainment system. This isn't the newest Toyota infotainment system, but it's not the same one from 2016 neither. You do have some dedicated hard buttons on the side, and you do get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but you do have to plug it into your USB port, which is just a little bit further down. The climate control's all physical, and well, I mean, all the buttons are physical because there's a lot of buttons in here. Unlike, well, a lot of new cars where everything's hidden within a screen, almost everything that you really need is a button here, which is absolutely great for people who love the old school tech in here. The sound system is a JBL 7-speaker system. It doesn't have 25 speakers surrounding you. It's fine, but it's not like amazing. You can upgrade those speakers if you really need to have a little bit extra oomph if you want. But that's what the Tacoma is about. There's a huge aftermarket scene for you to do whatever you want. I mean, the interior plastic materials, that's a little cheap for you. Well, I'm sure there's a company out there that can upgrade those panels to make it leather or whatever you want. It doesn't matter what it does have as base here, because this is just the base of what you're, well, gonna do whenever you get a Tacoma. And that's the best part. And it's all about reliability. And that goes with the powertrain as well. Because underneath the hood, it's a 3.5-liter V6. Codenamed the 2GR, it makes 278 horsepower. Made it with this is a 6-speed automatic. And all of that power equates to, well, you getting to highway speeds in just under 8 seconds, which it's not that bad. It's definitely not top of its class, but it's fine. It's able to tow 6,400 pounds, which is pretty good as equipped here. Other trims can carry a little bit more. Honestly, in terms of the powertrain, it's, well, it is archaic. The 3.5-liter V6 and the 6-speed is definitely nothing new, but it's reliable. It's exactly why you buy the Tacoma. This combination, well, it's almost indestructible, really. So you're gonna have a very long-lasting truck because of it. Sure, the shifts are a little clunky, but that's, well, the beauty of it. That's why you buy a Tacoma, because everything is a little clunky. And that goes with the suspension as well. It's very truck-like. Sure, like I basically unloaded right now. There's nothing within the bed here. So it is a little bit more bouncy than you might want. But for a lot of people, you're going to put that rooftop tent in the back. You're going to load it up. And it's going to feel actually pretty decent. I mean, I have winter tires on right now as well, which obviously doesn't help. But overall, it's a good riding truck. It's a truck. It's exactly what you expect. I mean, if you really want a car-like ride, you're gonna buy a Ridgeline. You're not buying one of these. You're buying this because it's reliable, it's dependable, and it can go anywhere that you want. Sure, as the trim that I have with this Nightshade package, I don't get all the off-road goodies that the TRD off-road models get, especially that TRD Pro. But I mean, I still have 4-wheel drive. I still have that LSD on the back. So it's fine. I mean, for most use cases that people are going to be driving this Tacoma, it's absolutely fine. Overall, the Tacoma's a good truck. It's exactly what you expect. You're buying a truck here. You're not buying into something that's brand new with, well, untested technology. Everything that's been in here has been on Toyota vehicles for a long, long time. Even the Safety Sense P that it has on this, well, it has, well, lane departure warning, but not lane centering. So if you go outside the lines, it's just going to beep at you. It does have adaptive cruise, but it only works above 40 kilometers per hour. It can't do start-stop. It's fine. Like I said, it's not the newest tech, but you're not expecting that in a Tacoma. The only thing is, it's priced at 57,000 Canadian dollars as spec'd. I get it. It's the limited with the package on top. So it's not the most priciest Tacoma. That goes to the TRD Pro. But it's still quite expensive because I was pricing out a Ford Ranger as well as the Colorado. They're 55 and 57,000 Canadian dollars. So they're still less than this. And they give you a whole lot more. But like I said, that doesn't matter. The people that's going to be buying a Tacoma, the people that's going to be loving this truck, they're going to love it because of the brand. There's so much brand loyalty here. And you know what's the sad part? There's probably going to be a brand new model coming out very, very soon. They said that it was supposed to be a 2023 model year. And looking at to 2024, it might not come in 2024. It might be pushed back another year to 2025. But when that new Tacoma comes, you're not going to have that 3.5 liter V6. Most likely it's going to have that 2.4 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. But it's going to be a whole new era of Tacoma, and we'll see exactly just how the Tacoma fans love it. In any case, thank you so much for coming along with me in this Tacoma. Something a little bit more old school, but we'll catch you later. Take care.